Have you ever wondered why certain actions can break your heart? Or how to handle these heartbreaks with grace and resilience? If so, this video is a must-watch. I'll be diving deep into the wisdom of the ancient Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, to explore 7 actions that break everyone's heart. You'll learn why betrayal, lies, unkindness, neglect, injustice, loss, and unfulfilled expectations can be so painful. More importantly, you'll discover how Stoicism can help you navigate these heartbreaks, empowering you to lead a more peaceful and fulfilled life. Stoicism teaches us to control our reactions, not external events. By understanding and implementing this, you can transform the way you handle heartbreak and life in general. So why wait? Hit the subscribe button and let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth together. Remember to stay stoic and watch till the end to get the most out of this enriching content. Let's dive in, shall we? Action 1. Betrayal. Betrayal is an action that can deeply break everyone's heart. It occurs when someone we trust and rely on violates that trust, turning their back on us or intentionally causing harm. In Stoicism, we are reminded that we can only control our own actions, not the actions of others. This understanding becomes crucial when facing betrayal. Imagine a close friend whom you've known for years suddenly spreading rumors about you behind your back. The pain and heartbreak that come with this betrayal can be overwhelming. But, according to Stoicism, the key lies in our response to such actions. Let's consider a real-life example to illustrate this point. Imagine you are a student who has been working diligently on a group project with your classmates. You have put in countless hours, trusting that everyone will contribute equally. However, when the time comes for the presentation, one of your group members takes credit for all the work without acknowledging your efforts. In this situation, it is natural to feel hurt and betrayed. However, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and emotions. Instead of dwelling on the betrayal and seeking revenge, a Stoic response would involve maintaining your integrity and calmly addressing the situation. You may choose to confront the person privately, expressing your feelings and asserting the truth. By doing so, you maintain your own virtue and integrity, regardless of their actions. Stoicism reminds us that we cannot control the actions of others, but we can control how we respond to them. By adopting a Stoic approach, we can find strength and resilience in the face of betrayal. It allows us to rise above the hurt and focus on our own growth and well-being, rather than being consumed by negative emotions. Remember, true power lies within us, not in the actions of others. Action number 2 on our list is lies and deception. When someone lies or deceives us, it can be a devastating blow to our trust and can break our hearts. Stoicism offers valuable insights on how to navigate through this painful experience. Lies and deception go against the Stoic principle of honesty and integrity. Marcus Aurelius believed that people lie primarily out of their own insecurities and fears, rather than as a direct attack on us. Understanding this can help us detach ourselves from the hurt, realizing that it's not a reflection of our worth or character. To better grasp this concept, let's consider a real-life example. Imagine you have a close friend whom you've known for years. One day, you discover that they've been spreading false rumors about you behind your back. You feel betrayed, hurt, and heartbroken. In the context of Stoicism, you can remind yourself that you have no control over the actions of others. Your friends' lies stem from their own insecurities, not because of any deficiency on your part. By understanding this, you can choose to respond with compassion and empathy, rather than anger or resentment. For instance, you could approach your friend and express your disappointment in their actions, but also offer understanding and forgiveness. By doing so, you not only maintain your own peace of mind, but also provide an opportunity for growth and reconciliation. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our own reactions and choices. By detaching ourselves from the lies and deception of others, we can protect our hearts and maintain our inner tranquility even in the face of betrayal. Let's dive into action number 3 from the list, unkindness. Unkindness, especially from those we love or trust, can deeply wound our hearts. It goes against the Stoic principle of kindness, which encourages us to treat others with compassion and empathy. When someone is unkind to us, it can evoke feelings of sadness, anger, or betrayal. Now, let's take a real-life example to illustrate this. Imagine you have a close friend who suddenly starts treating you with coldness and indifference. They ignore your messages, cancel plans without explanation, and generally show no care or consideration for your feelings. This unkindness can be heartbreaking, as it challenges the bond and trust you once shared. In Stoicism, we are taught to understand that people's actions are often driven by their own fears, insecurities, or struggles, rather than being a reflection of our worth. By recognizing this, we can choose to respond to unkindness with kindness and understanding, rather than reacting with anger or sadness. For instance, instead of harboring resentment towards your friend, you can practice empathy and seek to understand what they might be going through. This doesn't mean you condone their unkind behavior, but it allows you to approach the situation with a calm and compassionate mindset. By practicing Stoicism in the face of unkindness, you can protect your own inner peace and emotional well-being. You can choose to focus on your own actions and reactions, rather than getting caught up in the negativity of others. Remember, being Stoic doesn't mean being unfeeling, but rather maintaining control over our emotions and choosing virtuous responses. So, next time you encounter unkindness, take a step back, breathe, and remember the Stoic teachings. Respond with kindness, understanding, and a commitment to your own values. By doing so, you can rise above the heartbreak and cultivate a more resilient and peaceful mindset. Let's delve into action number 4 from our list of actions that can break everyone's heart: neglect. Neglect occurs when someone we care about fails to give us the attention, care, or consideration we desire or deserve. It can leave us feeling unimportant, undervalued, and heartbroken. In the realm of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our worth should not be dependent on the opinions or actions of others. We must find value within ourselves and not seek validation solely from external sources. This is easier said than done, especially when neglect comes from someone we hold dear. To better understand the impact of neglect, let's consider a real-life example. Imagine a close friendship in which you have always been there for your friend, lending a listening ear, offering support, and celebrating their successes. However, when you experience a difficult time and need their support in return, they suddenly become distant and neglectful. This neglect can be heart-wrenching, leaving you feeling hurt and questioning the significance of the friendship. But applying Stoic principles, you can choose to focus on what you can control, your own reactions and actions. Instead of dwelling on the neglect, you can reach out to other supportive friends, engage in self-care, and remind yourself of your own worth. By subscribing to this channel, you'll gain further insights into how Stoicism can help you navigate heartbreaks like neglect. You'll learn to cultivate resilience, inner strength, and a sense of self-worth that isn't reliant on the actions of others. So, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey of personal growth and Stoic wisdom. Action number 5 from the list is injustice. In Stoicism, injustice refers to situations where we witness or experience unfair treatment or violation of our rights. It can be deeply distressing and emotionally challenging, as it goes against our innate sense of fairness and justice. Injustice can take various forms, such as being treated unfairly at work, facing discrimination based on race or gender, or witnessing social injustices around the world. It can leave us feeling angry, frustrated, and heartbroken. Now, let's delve into a real-life example to better understand the impact of injustice. Imagine a scenario where a highly qualified individual, let's call her Sarah, is denied a promotion at work solely because of her gender. Sarah has put in years of hard work, consistently delivering outstanding results and surpassing expectations. Despite her qualifications and dedication, she is passed over for the promotion, while a less qualified male colleague is chosen instead. This blatant injustice not only affects Sarah emotionally but also undermines her confidence in the workplace. This example highlights the heartbreak that injustice can cause. Sarah's dreams and aspirations are shattered due to an unfair decision that she has no control over. However, from a Stoic perspective, Marcus Aurelius would encourage Sarah to focus on what she can control, her own actions and reactions. Instead of dwelling on the injustice, Sarah can choose to respond with resilience and determination. She can channel her energy into becoming even better at her job, seeking opportunities elsewhere, or advocating for gender equality in the workplace. By staying true to her values and focusing on her own growth, Sarah can rise above the heartbreak of injustice and create a positive impact not only in her life but also in the lives of others. Remember, life is not always fair, but Stoicism offers us the tools to navigate through the heartbreaks of injustice and emerge stronger and more resilient. By practicing acceptance and focusing on what we can control, we can find peace and maintain our inner tranquility even in the face of injustice. Action number 6 from the list is loss. Losing a loved one is undeniably one of the most heart-wrenching experiences we can go through. It can leave us feeling devastated, lost, and overwhelmed with grief. In Stoicism, however, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that death is a natural part of life, something that we all must eventually face. When we lose someone we deeply care about, it is crucial to allow ourselves to grieve and process our emotions. Stoicism does not advocate for suppressing or denying our feelings. Instead, it encourages us to accept the reality of death and find strength in the face of loss. To illustrate this, let's consider a real-life example. Imagine a person named Sarah, who just lost her beloved grandmother. Sarah is heartbroken and finds it challenging to cope with the void left by her grandmother's absence. She feels overwhelmed by grief and struggles to find meaning in her loss. However, by applying Stoic principles, Sarah can find solace. She acknowledges that death is an inevitable part of life and that her grandmother lived a full and meaningful life. Sarah chooses to focus on the beautiful memories and lessons her grandmother imparted rather than dwelling on the pain of loss. She accepts that she cannot control death but can control how she responds to it. By embracing Stoicism, Sarah learns that her grandmother's passing can serve as a reminder to cherish the present moment, appreciate the people she still has in her life, and live in alignment with her values. Sarah discovers the strength to honor her grandmother's legacy by embodying the virtues her grandmother embodied. Through this example, we witness how Stoicism can help individuals navigate the profound grief of losing a loved one. It provides a perspective that encourages acceptance, resilience, and the opportunity for personal growth amidst heartbreak. By embracing Stoic teachings, we can find comfort, meaning, and inner strength even in the face of profound loss. Action number 7 from our list is unfulfilled expectations. We all have dreams, desires, and expectations for how our lives should unfold. It can be heartbreaking when reality doesn't align with what we had envisioned. In Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius teaches us to manage our expectations and accept the things we cannot control. He believed that our happiness shouldn't rely on external outcomes but rather on our own internal state of mind. Let's bring this concept to life with a real-life example. Imagine you have been working hard towards a promotion at your job. You put in extra hours, consistently deliver excellent work, and have received positive feedback from your colleagues. You have built up high expectations of being recognized and rewarded for your efforts. However, when the promotion is announced, you find out that someone else has been chosen instead. This situation can be incredibly disheartening and may lead to feelings of frustration, disappointment, and even self-doubt. But let's adopt a Stoic perspective. Instead of getting consumed by negative emotions, we can remind ourselves that we cannot control the decisions made by others. We can choose to focus on our own efforts, growth, and development, rather than solely fixating on external validation. By maintaining a Stoic mindset, we can recognize that setbacks and unfulfilled expectations are simply part of life's journey. We can reframe the situation as an opportunity for growth, learning, and resilience. Perhaps there are valuable lessons to be learned from this experience, or maybe it's an opportunity to explore new paths and possibilities. Remember, it's not the external circumstances that define our happiness, but our reaction to them. By staying stoic and adopting a mindset of acceptance and adaptability, we can navigate the disappointments of unfulfilled expectations with grace and find greater contentment within ourselves. So, let's strive to be like the Stoics, cultivating resilience and a deeper understanding of what truly matters in life. Stay tuned for the remaining actions that break everyone's heart, and hit the subscribe button to keep exploring the wisdom of Stoicism together.